Millennia ago, space was nothing more than an empty, lifeless void, the only activity originating from within its celestial objects. The invention of the hyperdrive engine dramatically changed this dynamic, and today, the void of space is a bustling thoroughfare, supporting many interstellar travellers. The most densely populated area, spanning 11 regions and containing the largest and oldest community of interlopers, is the Galactic Hub. Within this amazing community bloomed an insatiable curiosity for exploration and building, which contributed to the rapid growth of their vast domain. The Kujisa system, nestled in the Savenix Instability of Hub Space, contains some of the community's lesser developed planets, all 6 remaining mostly untouched from building activities. Maintaining the closest orbit to the system's twin stars is Shoba 70Y5. Lacking any interference from the galaxy's dominant species, the planet has become wild and overgrown, its luxurious grasslands supporting a thriving wildlife population. Bioluminescent trees and shrubs flourish in the humid conditions, undeterred by the superheated rainstorms that drive the already tropical temperatures to a scalding 100 degrees Celsius. The allure of Shoba 70Y5 is the beauty of its plants, among which a particularly rare species of grass dominates the landscape. Praxifolia. Seeming to fluctuate between green and pink during the day and blue and yellow at night, its true colour remains under speculation. Its hue changes depending on the proximity in which it is viewed, an effect that is evident even when observed through technological lenses. These damp, ever-changing grasslands are home to one of the system's most unusual creatures, the Bigerkhium. Fully adapted to the human environment, the Bigerkhium is Shoba's apex predator, sitting unchallenged at the top of the food chain. Despite their encumbersome size, they move with surprising speed and poise across the uneven terrain, able to outpace even the swiftest of prey. They are incredibly successful hunters, relying on their cunning and speed to ambush and secure kills. A serrated beak, capable of up to 3,000 pounds of bite pressure, is able to make quick work of any meal, and they devour their kills completely, leaving not even a skeleton behind. This carnivorous diet is supplemented by feeding on the Praxifolia that carpets the planet, the high fibre content helping to aid their digestion. Although the most well-adapted of Shoba's native species, Bigerkhium's population is relatively sparse, with only around 500 remaining in the wild. They spawn rarely, reproducing asexually through a process known as budding. The offspring develop slowly within the protective crystal pods located on the creature's shoulders, dropping like fruits when they become sufficiently developed. Bigerkhium are fully independent from birth, and due to the sparsity of their population, they may never come into contact with another of their species during their lifetime. Alongside Bigerkhium, Shoba 70Y5 supports a diverse variety of flora and fauna, whose origin can be dated back millions of years. This is the case for 5 of the 6 planets contained within the Kujisa system. The 6th planet, however, is another story altogether. This is Shattered Barriers, a planet that until very recently was known to be desolate and empty, its conditions unsuitable for the evolution of biological life. Around 40 years ago, an orbiting science telescope detected the appearance of strange metallic-looking structures forming on the surface of this planet. Intensive surface scans revealed that a great transformation was underway. The air was becoming less toxic, and the presence of strange architecture more pronounced. This is the work of Sanguinbuia, a recently discovered void-born species that spans the vast reaches of the Euclid galaxy. Having no native planet, Sanguinbuia freely travel the expanse of space, settling only on vacant planets empty of biological life. On finding a suitable planet, they begin construction of strange tower-like structures, thought to facilitate atmospheric changes within the planet's biosphere. Although mechanical in design, these structures are entirely biological in composition and disappear shortly after their work is completed. Over a surprisingly short period of time, using these structures, Sanguinbuia terraformed the empty planet, making it suitable to sustain carbon-based life. Study of the processes employed by Sanguinbuia is proving difficult, owing to the incredible secrecy in which they operate. When observed, they will halt all construction, becoming docile, only resuming work when they are sure they are alone. If left unobserved, the work progresses quickly, transforming the atmosphere into a livable, life-sustaining environment. It is at this point that they depart, along with their structures, searching for the next empty planet. The work on shattered barriers is still in its infant stages, and it is estimated to be completed within the next decade or so. On completion, microbial life can be introduced through chance meteor strikes or by scientific intervention. Regardless of the delivery method, over thousands of years, life on shattered barriers will look very different, a once empty, desolate planet now flourishing with the gift of new life. The development of complex lifeforms require a delicate recipe of circumstances that unfortunately not all planets can provide. Some planets, like Shoba 70Y5, are well appointed, and its lifeforms have specialised over millions of years to thrive there. Shattered Barriers, on the other hand, was not originally equipped with the necessities to support life, but is now being given a second chance to sustain an ecosystem all of its own. We hope you have enjoyed this documentary. Please like, comment and subscribe to support the crew on the next adventure. Have fun, stay safe, and more importantly, be curious.